Woody woody woo, poorest podcast on the
Hey, the
planet.
poorest. But hey, we've got good heart, and that's what matters. That is what
Believe it.
matters. Believe it. Just anime
I fuck
nerds.
with that jacket, by the way.
This one, my hunter.
That Hunter jacket.
This.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell.
Oh,
R.I.P. Atsuko, the greatest
we
anime,
love
and I
Atsuko.
can't. It's hard to say that because I got Anime Gear Guru. I love them as well. There are two anime shops that I shop at, or I guess did shop at, and it was Atsuko and Anime Gear Guru. Those are the only two that I subscribe to. But this was one of Atsuko's. We talked about that, right? Like that it got eaten up by several other companies, and like you can still, it's just like they were the best. And Jonathan, the creator
Big
owner,
corpo.
I miss him so much, and I hope that he creates a new line that is all his own, so we can still get more anime merch because his designs were top notch.
And then you gotta get into the, obviously Trump's economy, fucking tariffs and shit. There's a lot of companies being eaten up by that shit right now. A lot of these small businesses that we really rock with a lot as creatives, they give us great, fashion and products in the nerd culture space. And but again, you have to remember they're still a small business, and they unfortunately have been being eaten up by everything going on right now. Oh my gosh. But you know what I'm saying? We're happy to be here. We're hopefully going to be joined by our other co-host soon.
To be here.
We're all having technical difficulties in different ways every freaking time. But again, you can help us by making sure you like, comment, and share, subscribe. And we had that Jimmy Kimmel video go crazy, so we'll get some more videos going crazy and get right into it. But
if we find time to make sure to them, that's for damn Skippy. All of our topics are really important and really great. We just got to find the time. And sometimes people say they're going to do stuff and then it don't happen. So that's another. We're just very busy. Oh, and that's
incredibly busy. Oh, God.
Yeah, speaking of which, you guys are prepping for New York Comic Con, right?
Woo! Yes, as you guys can see, I got stuff packed behind me. I got junk over here because I'm trying to. And what's funny is, right before I hopped on with y'all, I'm like getting the clips for like the vlog stuff and everything while I'm doing this. So literally, I go to the airport in 2-ish hours.
Because you're going to Adams first.
Yeah, I'm going to Jersey a little early. We're gonna get some content. We're gonna explore the city because it always goes the opposite way for y'all. Like, right? Y'all usually have like a day or two after con that y'all are still there, and you went and did y'all did like maybe not last year, but the year before.
We chose not to go to the con the last day on Sunday.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Stick around in Central, or what was it? Central Park.
Central Park. Yeah.
Coy being a Boston boy, he's a Boston boy. He's like a fairy princess. He needs to reset in order to find his magical powers. And for him, fall is the reset. So he has to find autumn, fall vibes. And it just so happened he had to sit in Central Park by a tree as the leaves descended in order for him to.
This is so funny to hear you describe him. He
grabbed a comic book. He sat by a tree and allowed the autumnal leaves to fall. It was beautiful. It was majestic.
Leaves. That's a good song, by the way. I know you don't know music like that, but
I don't know music like that.
You really said that autumn leaves phrase and you didn't know that was from a song?
I said autumnal.
I thought you said autumn.
What's the same thing? It's just
I mean, it is.
Like,
it is.
Rather than saying autumn, it's autumnal. So it's like, yellowish.
You and many others, I would definitely miss seeing. I had a lot of plans. I still have plans. Got a lot of good content plans, but some of them I'll definitely say for you.
Like, hey guys, I'm not gonna be there. It's just
hey, it's what happens, man. Life happens. I was told that I would get dragged out of my house if I didn't come to this one because I New York Comic Con has been like mine and Adam's thing now for 4 years.
It has been, and I'm really happy. And like New York Comic Con had been mine as well. That was like my big one, my big travel con for sure. But it's just not in the cards, and it's just getting more and more expensive to live out here, especially living alone out here. You do have the benefit of having, not to say that it's any better because you also have a child, but having dual income is so helpful. It really is.
Yeah.
And it's just,
I mean, and I wouldn't, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't be able to do con without like family help. My first New York Comic Con, I actually talked about this. My first New York Comic Con, Eliza was 6 weeks old, and I almost didn't go.
Crazy. Because she was
But
6 weeks old.
right,
Like,
and
that
I
would make me
was
feel so guilty. Not to like, oh, you should do it.
no,
I'm
no,
not
you're
throwing that
fine.
on you. I personally would feel so guilty. Like, how dare I have fun when I have a 6-week-old baby at home? So I commend you for self-love and for self, soothing and doing something
Yeah,
for yourself, knowing for the next, 18 years or 17 and,
and
50
sometime,
something. Yeah.
yeah.
And then 48 weeks,
No, and I was very grateful to my parents, to Laven. She encouraged me to go. At that time, she was the one who literally was like, "No, like you want to do this content thing." This was after I was a year into making videos, and she was just like, "This is a good opportunity for you," and so, and it's
Isn't
been
it
very
weird when
fruitful.
when you're a baby content creator and you go into a space where you're like, I'm gonna be a content creator, and you're like, what the fuck do I even do? It's so overwhelming.
I didn't know what I was doing when I went to
Yeah,
con that year.
absolutely. And you're just kind of looking at other people and you're like, everyone is doing different shit. What do I do? How do I talk to people? Like what help me?
What do Brute? What do Brute?
What do? What how? Talk? Like, it is so overwhelming and so scary. And when you finally find your people, I think is when you really establish yourself as a creator and you can branch off in your own, areas. But I think you need, especially in con spaces, to find a crew first and then find your own individuality. Yeah. Well, we've got a lot of big movies coming out this week. We've got Tron coming out.
Oh yeah, I saw that event. That looked like a lot of fun.
Loud.
I heard that too. I heard a lot of people be like, "I'm bringing earplugs to events from now on." I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it was like throbbingly loud. But again, that's like, I'm not a club person. I'm really not. And it's wild
Feel
because
you.
like I've got like 4 like family slash friends. Like, they're my friends, but they're my family. Like, I call
Yeah,
them my brother and
100%.
like my sister, and I love them so much. And these are people who
Right.
just don't need keys to the house. They just walk in, however, 2 out
Combo.
of the 4, actually all 3 of them, fuck it, all 3 of them, they love, because it was like, I was gonna say like 2 of them, but I was like, nah, because there's Anthony, Brian, and Rosemary. And Anthony loves EDM, so this was his fucking bread and butter, because it was electronica. It was electronic EDM style rave where we all had to dress up like we were in the grid, but it was just dun, 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 dun. Like, it was just so, yes, like body loud, and like you would sit down on a chair and there were just, I think there were speakers everywhere. You could not stand somewhere and not have a speaker in your ear physically. It was a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Rosemary also likes the gothic underground EDM style music, and so they'll always go out. And then you've got Brian, who loves cumbia. He loves like Latin music, and that's also Rosemary's bread. So they'll always be going out to clubs, and every birthday they're like, let's hit a club. And I'm like, fuck. So every birthday you just see me like, I'll take video of you guys. Are you hungry? Are you guys hydrated? Like, I'm literally just
Need
doing
water?
anything.
Everybody need
I'm
water?
doing anything possible to not have to dance and be on into club.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there for the 2-hour time limit, and then I'm, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Jasmine said, "In the club, I am not fam."
In the club, I am fam, but I'm just not fam. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm fam, but I ain't yo fam.
I feel you.
I just can't.
Did it get you excited for the movie at least?
No, we saw 2 trailers. We saw 2, oh, not trailers. We saw 2 sneak peeks.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, it's not a good movie. It's not.
Oh,
Like,
wait a minute. She said not at all.
Not at all. Can you hear us? Are you there? Say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Okay, I can't hear myself and it's very weird.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
I had to bypass it and go through the computer. It is a giant 500
You look so. You're just like everyone, please.
$500. It's just a brick right now.
We'll get it. I'm there later today.
TikTok money soon.
Hey, I'm there. I'm there later today. I got you. Tech support is coming IRL.
I guess he's bringing $500 apparently.
Tech support is IRL
today.
He said
it's done. We're talking about the new Tron movie. Yes, I went to the experience. However, yes, thank you. We saw 2 trailers and they are not good. Jordan, this is not a good movie. It's like a fucking this motion for Jared Leto.
What are you circle jerk?
It's a fluff. No, it's not a circle jerk. It's like a fluffy. It's like a fluffer. It's a movie that is just.
Is that anything else that Jared does?
I just felt like Tron and Disney is such a big property. Like, do better. We watched 2 trailers and. Like part of me is like maybe it was just a lot of sound mixing and maybe it was a lot of ADR that was added onto it, but then I was watching it closely and I didn't have to because it's right there and I was just like, oh, it was just edited and cut up so boring. The whole show is so boring and the stakes, there's I don't give a fuck about it. I think the black woman in this, she's like the secondary lead. Or Tron, she's like the second Tron. It's like Jared Leto and her. Those are like the attack force. And I guess eventually Jared Leto, and they gave us a whole fucking plot, but eventually Jared Leto comes on the good side and she becomes the bad guy. She was given her whole actosy into this. Judy Turner-Smith. She was given her whole actosy into this.
Jody
Turner-Smith was giving her whole actosy into the show, but it was just Jared Leto was just like, you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of my friend who has blue eyes and she does so many fun videos, but it's just like, that's her whole thing is like, I have blue eyes. And that's Jared Leto. His whole acting is look at my eyes.
He is big eyes in his acting. Adam, I know you have feelings when it comes to Jared Leto.
Where's all this animosity? Because you saw it. You watched the Tron already, haven't you?
Are you okay?
The floor is yours. He's gotta work.
Well, he's pulling up a thing about.
What is it? What is it?
Are you speaking to us? Did you, Adam? We lost you.
No, he's muted. You can see at the bottom there. His mic.
Someone called him. I'm so sorry. My bad. Yeah, I think wifey called him or something.
He's doing. And I don't get to hear her. This is disrespectful.
Well, Anyway, yeah, we'll have to. Tron. People might get mad at me for this.
Are you excited?
I tried to watch Tron in high school. Fell asleep.
The original Tron. I gotta make a video about that, about what Tron, because I tried to.
Was it really that good?
I think it's just a nostalgia factor. We all played these games, and I do like the idea of Tron. You know, this digital world that you can. I mean, listen, I'm a digidestined. Okay,
digital world.
I'm in the. You tell me I can go to the digital world. I'm there. I got a little digital data companion. I'm in that bitch. We are leveling up in there. You tell me I can ride a motorcycle
with a trail that cuts stuff. A trail
that kills people. It's intriguing, but that's really it. It's like the whole point was, I guess, in the first Tron, the creator of the grid or his dad, is the dad, and then the son, and so he has to go into the grid to find daddy, and then you find out that there's a whole universe within the grid of living data, and so that concept.
You do need to make a video on this because I'm sitting here guys, I don't remember none of this.
It's giving Matrix vibes without Jesus.
Wait, does it actually connect with the other movies?
I haven't seen it. We only saw 2 trailers.
So everything I've heard and read, it does not connect with the other movies, which to me makes no sense if you have Jeff Bridges in it, because Jeff Bridges was in the other ones. So why in the hell would you not have it in there? It just.
Well, then what is Jeff Bridges doing? Is he playing a brand new character?
No, he's playing the overlord deity Mufasa dude. I don't know.
I see.
He's in there, and from what George told me and from what everyone else told me, it's trash. This is a typical lead Jared Leto movie because the best Jared Leto movies that he loves doing are the ones where he looks like he is Jesus.
Low key, he do look like slick back Jesus in all the trailers I've seen.
Does he have a cult? Is Jared Leto the one with the
30
cult?
Seconds to Mars?
Isn't that a band?
I honestly forgot that he was in a band. I didn't it's so bad. I knew 30 Seconds to Mars music, and I knew people talked about Jared Leto.
Good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think people liked it way back in the day. The problem is, for example, I didn't understand some of the hype when people were like, "Do you know Jared Leto is playing Joker in the Suicide Squad back in 2016?" I didn't understand the hype.
I think that came
but
from
I guess
Dallas Buyers Club, not from anything else he did, because he won an Academy Award for Dallas Buyers Club, which it was fantastic, and he did really well with it. But then now we're in this, and it's just like the Joker they gave us was the gangster Joker, which is
slick back Jesus,
and it was just like he always does this overselling of everything. Like when a lot of mutuals of ours went to go do the filming over where they had like the wax thing of him and him himself. Yeah, like
yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah. It looked you can't tell the difference between Wax Museum and regular Jared. They literally have the same face.
So being someone who is around a lot of DC bigwigs now, I happen to have a conversation with one of them at a particular event recently. And we just happened to bring that up. I think it's because, like, Coy was talking about someone, and I'm not going to say who, this is all, like, underground stuff. But Coy was mentioning that one of his actor friends very much wants to be Dick Grayson, and so they were getting into a conversation about that. And I don't know how I guess, Dick Grayson led us to Batman, led us to Joker, and somehow we got on the conversation of Jared Leto. And he's like, some actors, because we were talking about this particular actor as Dick Grayson, his acting skill. And he was like, because we've seen some crazy ones. And I was like, oh, Jared Leto. And we started giggling about it. And I go, hold on, wait a minute, though. Were you there for all of that craziness? And he was like, I was there for some of it. Yes, there was some of it that he did end up sending to us. Like, I guess he has like a letter still that Jared had sent to like everyone, or like some animal bride product, like all the like gross shit he obviously threw away. But I was like, do you understand how crazy that is, and what a moment in history that is?
He literally wrote letters to the cast members in the Joker mindset.
This is studio head. Yeah. This is not actor. This is upper league studios. Like, this is fucking psychotic.
And that's who's talking to you about
right.
this, or via someone. But like, I remember this story because I remember actors talking about him doing this like method acting thing. This is when method acting.
This is when people really started talking about method acting was because of him.
So it's just like, like.
How are you guys hearing me right now?
I don't know.
Computer.
Yeah, my mic is not plugged in.
We're fully aware. I can hear the echo.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
What? Why are you guys letting me do this?
Half the time we don't know what you're doing with the audio.
You knocked over
you. Or
you guys are assholes. You guys are just
so you knocked over your microphone earlier. Oh god, now I'm coming out of your computer. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Poorest podcast on the scene, bruh. Let's go. We can't hear a thing. You ain't saying nothing.
Nope.
No. No.
Why did we decide to do this again? Nothing.
No.
We'll let you know. Jasmine, it's easy to know when you can hear. There's a purple ring around your screen.
Oh, God. You know what's bad? She's going to have to stop the recording so she can switch the microphone. Oh, you don't? I'm looking and it's like, you can't switch the microphone while we're... Oh, okay. She can leave. Oh, God.
Yeah, so Tron comes out. I don't know when this podcast is coming out, but Tron comes out this week while we're at New York Comic Con. And I was sitting there like, people were like, oh, you're going to go see it? I was like, no, I'm going to be at con. They're like, oh, but it's big. I'm like, no, it's just another Disney movie that is a sequel of something to something. Speak.
It is garbage. It is
there
trash.
We go. Yes.
It is garbage.
I was saying to her.
Better now? Do I sound better?
Yeah, you sound
good. You guys suck. You guys suck. So
I didn't know. You dropped your microphone earlier.
I'm going to quote my wife on this. This shit's ghetto. This is one of the wildest podcasts out there.
Yeah, but I love it, honestly. And you know, our videos are going viral when we decide to do the shorts. So you know.
Yeah, that'll happen. So actually that is happening. I have to plug something in later. So yes. But anyways, back to movie stuff.
Yes, movies.
Tron sucks.
I think I have to watch that tomorrow. The Real Rejects are doing like a big screening, but I'm like, do I want to go?
So
It's
I
in the
have
IMAX.
a screening for Old Boy. Or no, Good Boy.
But that's the dog
Good
movie.
Boy.
The dog movie,
Yes.
right?
the horror movie?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to watch that.
Is it a war
before you get
movie?
here. No, it's not a war movie.
Horror.
Yeah, and you have to say horror like that because I told someone I'm a big fan of horror, and he said, "Wow, you have a wife," and I was like, "No, horror."
Well, that's the word is horror.
Yeah,
Horror.
Horror.
People hear whore.
Well, then say the word
Of
right.
a horror movie.
A horror.
There's in the East Coast things get like cut down, and you see
It's not hot enough for y'all to be cutting shit down. It is the only reason why, because that's why Australia, that's okay. I'm not going to give you guys a fucking history lesson. I will. So the Brits came.
Will is crazy.
Shit, my microphone doesn't work.
So the Brits came down and they came to the islands, but it was so hot.
Can we move on from colonization right now? Because we got plenty of that going on in Chicago right now.
My God,
Jesus,
dude.
Adam. Jesus. What? Nah, you just.
They are. Did you not see? You didn't see what ICE? They got ICE rounding up black people in Chicago.
I know. Well, I heard about the Bad Bunny concert too. Like, I guess Trump put out a statement saying that ICE would be at that concert, or the Super Bowl.
ICE will be at Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, Jasmine, maybe you missed the 10-year-old child being handcuffed with zip ties.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I missed that.
That's where we're at.
I was too busy with the. I was too busy with the Greta Thunberg getting.
Oh my God, bro!
Beaten, and just.
Remind me, I got to tell you something when we're done.
Remind you?
Yeah. So.
Remind me.
Can we? What's next other than Tron? Like what? I mean, other than smaller projects, what do we have? Oh, I know. Wait. Depending on when this podcast comes out, it was fantastic. We loved every second of it. It was great.
The Kpop Demon Hunters, it'll hopefully be out tonight. So I'm gonna try my best to get it uploaded today and put online.
Kpop Demon Hunters is gonna be on Jimmy Fallon
tonight, or when it was on. We can do either.
When it was on, it was fantastic.
It'll definitely be out by tomorrow. So it'll hopefully be out.
It was fantastic in the future.
We'll say tonight because I think I can have it up by tomorrow morning. So tonight, the Kpop Demon Hunters are performing on Jimmy Fallon.
Correct. Tonight is, and them on Saturday Night Live was great. Seeing them for the first time together.
I got so mad.
Why?
Because like I recorded with them Thursday.
Thursday
I was like,
came out Friday.
It came out on Saturday because it's Saturday Night Live, so it was live. Yes. I was just like, because we and EJ had talked a little bit beforehand and a little bit after, and I was like, girl, like, what you excited for? And I knew that there was something behind her eyes. And it's hard when you've got like Netflix and her publicist and like everyone all around. But I was like, girl, you looked me dead in the eye during our interview and said that the first time you're performing is on Jimmy Fallon. And you lied to my face hole. But I am curious how much they would have to pay the girls in order to break, because everyone was like the very first performance. So I wonder how much Saturday Night Live had to pay to make that the actual first performance.
Nothing really. Isn't Jimmy Fallon NBC anyways?
I don't know if that.
It's all NBC, so it doesn't make a difference. Fallon's NBC.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Oh, so it all's NBC said, you know what? We're gonna pay you to go earlier.
Technically, Jasmine, it's not a performance. That was a featurette. A full performance would be like the full song.
It's the first time they sang live together.
Correct.
That's
which is crazy.
But that is what everyone cares about. Like, fuck the bullshit. We've just wanted to hear the girls perform live. Anytime. And we got that on, and it's curious because like I think I brought up the morning show before, but this gives the morning show vibes in that, and I know you haven't watched it, Jordan, it's that Reese Witherspoon, Jennifer Aniston movie, but there's been times on that show. Yeah. There's been times on that show when one of their acts, like something happens and they can't perform and they can't go on, or maybe they just didn't show up. They're like a no call, no show. And so one of their producers will be like, see who's in the building, because there's other studios going on. And so they'll pull it. And that makes me feel like maybe that's what happened. Like the Saturday Night Live people heard that the K-pop girlies were going to be in the building, or like maybe when Jimmy Fallon was securing that with them, they were like, oh, hey, since you guys are here, like, any chance you'd want to be on the show? We've got Bad Bunny coming this week. Like, would you want to perform with him? And they just secured it.
There's a song where he speaks Korean at the end of it.
Why would I know that? Explain to me. No, seriously, on a very real scale.
Huge.
Explain to me why I would know anything music.
Sorry.
Have I not taught you anything?
You're Afro-Latina.
I'm so sorry that I was telling you about a huge Puerto Rican artist to the Puerto Rican woman that I'm talking to. My bad.
Do you know?
You know what's crazy?
When whoever performed at the last Super Bowl, the black guy.
Did you really just say whoever?
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick. When Kendrick.
She goes. The last person performed. What's his name? The black guy. What's his name?
So I knew that was Koi's favorite artist ever. And so he had invited me to his friend Chef Chris's Super Bowl party, who coincidentally is going to be the caterer at his wedding. So he invited me to this, and I was like, oh shit, I don't want to seem like a poser. I got to make it seem like I know this person too. So I cosplayed. I put like damn across my shirt. And I was like, I know this person. And I walked in and Koi was like, are you cosplaying someone who cares about music? Is that really what's happening? No one else is dressed up in a Kendrick way. Why did you do this?
Like, no one else is dressed up when it took me out. I would have busted out laughing in your fucking face. No one else is dressed up.
The fact that you are trying to prove that you care is doing the opposite. You're doing, and you wore a curse word on your shirt at a family-friendly party.
I mean, it's probably better that she did that one rather than the A minor.
A minor.
Could you imagine that? That's some stupid ass
it's just 100%
Comedy Central bullshit.
Jasmine, I couldn't imagine the feeling you felt when Koi said, "Are you cosplaying someone who cares about music?"
It's so sad because I was like, I didn't think about it as cosplaying. I really thought like, oh, let me support my friend. Like, let me show him that like I belong in this party. Mm-hmm. And I fucking showed up like, ugh.
Can we get it like Being John Malkovich movie, but with Jasmine? I wonder what her mind looks like.
What is that?
Being John Malkovich?
Mm-hmm.
It's a great movie, is what it is. It's literally a movie inside John Malkovich's mind, played by other like huge actors.
Never heard of it.
Never. It sounds like Drunk History, though. Have you guys seen Drunk History? That's what that sounds like. Another big movie that is coming out that I do want to, because it's a movie, speaking of movies that I haven't watched, Black Phone 2 is coming out. Have you guys seen Black Phone 1? Because I still have not. It's something about it never made it interesting to, like, it just wasn't appealing to me. I love horror. I love, like, really fucked up horror movies that stay with you, that you're like, oh, I got to keep the lights on, or like, yeah, I'm going to wear a cross from now on. Like, I really, like The Nun, The Conjuring. Yeah, all it absolutely. All of those I love. But you watched the Black Phone too. Can you talk to me? Like, what is without spoiling, what's the idea of Black Phone? Or what? But really though, like, or what? Like, what causes people to go and answer the phone?
You'll see. The funnier part about all this is literally watching Hiccup being a horror movie now.
Yeah, he's a little cute.
Tomboy who played Hiccup in there.
Yeah, Mason Thames.
It's like funny. Yeah, he's got like 5 projects coming out in the next like year.
Yeah,
like, collectively,
including How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Right. So it's just like one after the other.
He's booked and busy. And busy.
TT. Watch it. It's good. You will not enjoy it. If you don't like scary movies. If you like scary movies, you'll like it. If you don't, just watch the intro into Mickey Mouse Clubhouse afterwards.
Okay. That's a weird...
So,
have you not seen that trend?
No.
So there's this guy. He's sitting there with a girl anywhere, like in the bed, on a couch, at a movie theater, whatever. And something scary happens. Conjuring, Black Phone, things like that. So, and he'll turn it off and be like, nope, and pulls his phone up and starts playing hot dog, hot diggity dog. The intro to like the Mickey Mouse. I know Jordan.
To make himself feel better.
Yeah, to make himself not scared.
I don't know what kind of alphabet soup he's got, but I want some.
So so I agree. I think Black Phone's going to look good. It is the horror season. So what is your favorite scary movie to watch during this time?
Bring It On.
Aren't they doing a show like that on God, where is it? CBS, NBC, ABC? One of the alphabets. Did you not see this, Jordan?
No.
There's a show coming out where it's like 2 different schools One girl left the school to go to a rival school to be their head
Oh my
cheerleader,
God.
and then the other one is there. But like, it's not like as black and white as the other one was. It's more diverse.
It's more diverse, but it's more about school culture conflict rather than internal
There's some
conflict.
Toros in the atmosphere. Yeah.
You think some white chick came up with that? Oh, did we?
We came up with seasonings.
Speaking of which, before we go past Bring It On, did you see this recent interview that Gabrielle Union did about Bring It On? She was talking about really just, I mean, it's interesting that all of these things are coming up now in Trump's America, but she did an interview and I think someone asked her, like, what's the one thing that stuck with you from that film? And Gabrielle Union said that they thought my character was the villain. I guess she came across a BuzzFeed article that was like the top 25 villains of all time, and her name was her character name was on that, and she was like, "What? Did you guys not watch this movie? How dare you say that I was the bad guy for trying to protect my school, for trying to stay honorable and to call out injustice? That doesn't make me a villain." But it's wild to me in this America, or even in the 90s, that you all saw her as a villain for standing up for her squad and for her people and for her own marriage. She created those songs and you stole it. And she called you out, but she's the villain. Wild. And so Gabrielle Union's like, it's just so interesting to me, like people's perspective.
You know what's funny?
No.
As you say that, and I think about what we're seeing right now and what we're watching right now, it now doesn't surprise me because, of course, when you're watching the film, the main character is Kirsten Dunst. So you do see Gabrielle Union's character as an antagonist to her. But if you put your thinking cap on for 2 seconds after they fully explore the story and that their stuff was being stolen and that this guy who was, again, Kirsten Dunst's school isn't necessarily in the wrong. They hired this guy who was stealing other people's work and all that stuff. You realize that, yeah, the overarching story is that is the antagonist and catalyst. And the reason that I realize people misinterpret is, look at what happened with the latest episode of Peacemaker. I mean, quite literally, people are arguing
like
Blue Dragon was a good guy.
Adam's eyes was like, oh, we're talking Peacemaker? We're talking Peacemaker?
Yeah, so Adam, let's talk about
I do want to hear
about how.
First of all, we're not going to me with this conversation.
Why?
No, so is Blue Dragon? Is Blue Dragon?
Listen.
I want you to explain how Blue Dragon.
Can you explain racism to me?
Don't do that. No, but you know, obviously in the latest episode of Peacemaker, we have this alternate version of Augie Smith, and he doesn't seem like the bad guy that we all thought. He is offended at the idea of being called a Nazi, and people are arguing that,
of course,
that makes him a good guy.
It makes him a good Nazi. Doesn't make him a good guy. Makes him a good Nazi. It makes him an open-minded Nazi. But you cannot be the top of you cannot be the ideal he's the top Nazi. And I get that, because I got a feather on my head. I get that being a top Nazi, you can see a lot more of the shit downhill that you created, and maybe you are a little remorseful, but you don't get to create this utopia and then feel bad about it and not have any consequence to that. You know, like, you're going to sit here and tell me you are you're Superman of this era, and you're watching people go into concentration camps. You're looking around seeing that only white people are around, but you feel bad about it. What the fuck are you doing other than reaping the rewards? Y'all got real quiet.
No, you're good. I was letting you go because, no, you're right. It was when I saw the episode.
No, I'm
and
so
I definitely want to hear
Jordan,
how.
I want to hear you. I do. I need to hear Adam. I cannot let a white man be silent.
Why do you need to hear the white guy?
Because the whole point is that Augie technically is silent, and talk about how that's a problem too.
So I'm going to tread carefully on this one.
No, don't tread carefully. Just say the wrong thing and then fix
Stomp
it.
in it.
No,
fucking stomp.
She said fix it.
Say the wrong thing and then fix it.
I believe two things can be right, but the right is still wrong, if that makes sense. So I think...
Like the right wingers?
So I think what you do is look at it as a father. right? So he's doing all this, doesn't think anything of it, blah blah blah, the whole world. But then he has the kids. He wants a better life for his kids. But
he has a better life for his kids.
No, I get that. But if you listen to him, remember when he asked Keith,
You a man?
Keith was like, I was chasing, out of bio. And he was like, why? Why were you chasing that person? Everything he says, like, towards that end kind of makes you sit there and go, did he not? Whatever. But, like, in the same, that whole world is that, so the whole world's bad. All of them are bad that are paled.
You're gonna say you're conflating, in my opinion. Let me stress that. I feel like you're conflating or changing what actually is. It wasn't that he was questioning why he was chasing her. It was that he had something else he needed him to do. He was like, I need you back at home. So it wasn't that he was saying like, oh, why? Don't chase people. Yeah, well, he called him because what's his face? Beardo was in the house and he was like, hey, I need you. I just found out that your brother is not actually your brother. Come home. And he goes, oh, well, I was chasing down a black person. He goes, well, why are you, like, why? When I told you you need to come home. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like,
he was already home.
I thought he said something about I raised y'all better. I definitely thought that's what he said.
He's like, I raised you better.
Crazy.
She's like, I just saw Nazis.
Nazis everywhere. No questions.
I think he did lead a life that is not great, and I will flat out say that. But I think towards the elder of his life, because he has the whole conversation at the end of it where when I go to see God, I want to stand in front of him and him to know that I'm a good man and I try to be a good person. So I think we might have not seen the whole picture. Obviously, we just got that little bit of him. He could have got some in there, or if the people needed to be taken care of, he took care of them with nobody watching and like helped them get away. Things like I think that we didn't get the full story of the father from that universe. I would have liked to see more of a backstory from like how he got there to where he is now.
Duality of it though, if Peacemaker's dad was super anti, like the real father was super, and then this one was maybe they just needed to switch daddies.
Also, if you look at the suits, I found this interesting as the color choices.
White Dragon is white, but he's also red.
White and red, which was what flag? And
Japan.
Oh, true.
Sure, we'll go with that one. And then
it was, but that's not the one he meant.
Well, then lead me to water, my guy.
Yeah. And the other suit is white and blue, which who did the Yahtzees try to get rid of?
The Russians.
Their symbol, white and blue.
Jewish.
Yes.
Jewish.
Wow. Well, wow.
Which is also interesting because
I like that
he's living in a Nazi America. That's really good. So most people were doing the Republican Democrat, but I like yours way better.
Yeah, if you think about it, like that's what they were going. Like they were trying to get rid of everybody anyways, because if you didn't look like a white, blue-eyed, blonde-haired human, that's what they wanted to get rid of. But like I just thought it was quite interesting that they went with the other color they did. And I do get the Republican Democratic kind of thing back and forth, but like to me, I was thinking
a little bit deeper.
If they won the war, that would have been the suit coloring they would have chose because it was the color of the flag, but he went with white and blue instead. So I thought it was very interesting. More importantly, how is that not the finale? What we just watched, how is that not the finale?
Because we have to connect it to Supergirl, because that's the next
Man of Tomorrow and Supergirl.
Which I find interesting because James has made it very clear he doesn't want to do anything that connects ever. He wants them to be their own things, which now we're in the...
That doesn't make any sense because he's brought in so many characters from Superman. Like what?
Go ahead, Drew.
No, I was going to say he's been very, very interestingly careful with how he says this. Everything connects. He does not want any post-credit to forcibly go into the next project so that way the next writer or director has freedom. He actively wants to avoid what happened to him with Guardians of the Galaxy and having to write the Infinity Stones and make it make sense. Yeah, he's stated like that's the it's speculated that's the reason for MCUD. It's speculated that was the reason for the end credit for Superman was because it's like, listen, you have everything in the film that helps you connect to Green Lantern Corps, Themyscira, all that stuff. You have it in the film. So I'm not writing the end of this movie to lead to the next movie. But now this one, it does say what happens will lead directly into Man of Tomorrow, but I think that's still from the standpoint of however this ends, it will present the conflict that will, like, for example, we know from the script that like a picture of Brainiac was on it. Maybe the multi-universe thing is how we see a remnant of Brainiac to be like, okay, Brainiac's in this world.
Conversation going around of like one of the doors they open is Brainiac. Brainiac sees there, and then that's how he gets into the universe. So I could see that happening, and I think that's the smartest choice to do. But then I worry about it because then we're getting into multiverse of madness conversation, and I'm not a fan of that.
You're not a fan of the House of M?
No, the comic, yes, not the movie.
Not what they did.
Yes, because like this is why Marvel's in trouble now. This is why every movie has to be $2 billion and have every single person that's ever touched a Marvel cape ever in their life. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
To bring on one last note on James Gunn, because I had read about this, and it's like he left it so very open and complex on purpose. So he said, no, Augie is not a saint, but I think he taught his kids to subtly fight the system so that he's really disappointed by many of their actions. And I think Chris, too, was a very bad guy. He then goes on to say, Keith says he's a good person underneath it all. Basically, Peacemaker said the same thing about Augie in season 1. They both might be wrong. Then he ends with, Augie's speech is important not only because it reveals who Augie is, but also how he speaks to Harcourt and Economos, who have truly spent a lot of their lives as cogs in a corrupt system, rarely fighting it very much like himself. So the point was still to say he's trying to tiptoe, and the thing is, you have to get to the root that the complacency is still an issue. The issue to say, like, I do what I can, the police aren't innocent, but it's also like you look at to Jasmine's point, big mansion, top hero, fame and fortune. You're continuing to benefit on a system that you don't agree with. At what point do you turn around and, like vigilante, actually try to fight it? But again, the same thing. Now that I think about that, Harcourt the entire time trying to get her job back at Argus.
Before you go past that, like, they showed up at the counter-terrorist, the like organization of people trying to, they had all the bombs in the building, sure, but they were trying to fight back against the oppressors, and they literally showed up in order to kill them. So I'm like,
yeah. And technically, Chris killed them all before they got there, which is crazy. That shit where he said, "How did I not notice the mural, bitch?" All right.
He's just
all right.
He's just very much into himself, and like, it's just, you want happiness so much that you're blindsided to anything that isn't what you desire, and it's just really fucked up, and it just shows what a not good person he is. Like, even
his dad even said it, like, Chris was always the problem. So if you think about it, in that universe, Chris literally was his father.
Well, I'm even talking about our Peacemaker. I'm talking Mark 1 Peacemaker. I don't think he's even them skirting over Rick Flag, like, he's like, you killed my son, and my son was a good person inside and out, and that was such a little blip of a moment, and I'm so excited for what, Rick Flag Jr.?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, you don't think that Rick Flag Jr. was a good person?
Did I was like, where are you going with this?
How is that on the same level?
Okay, good to know.
Jasmine said he can cheat as long as he tries to save the world. Okay.
Saying men that cheat are okay, I guess. All right, moving on.
I said that men who cheat is not on the same level as Nazism. That is what I am saying.
Oh, fair.
Point there.
I did forget, because we have to remember to tie in the Suicide Squad. We have to remember to tie in the Suicide Squad, because the thing was, tying it all the way back, he makes the decision to get out of the cog, and Peacemaker was the backup plan for if he tried to do that, made by Amanda Waller. So to be fair, I mean, I think we're also going to see that Rick Flag Jr., as much as Rick Flag Sr. says all that, unfortunately, well, he does. I think he mentions like his son was a better man than him, because it seems like he's also doing some shady shit. So it's like, are you even any better than Waller at this point? Because, like, what are you trying to do? What is your ulterior motive with all of this, which we're going to find out in the finale? By the way, when he kneed that motherfucker into the wall in the interrogation room, I was like, no one's living from that.
No
You're not
one.
getting kneed in the neck into a wall and living.
There's so much shit in this show that's just like unnecessary. But anyway, guys, I know you do. And we're getting the season finale coming up in a few days. Is there anything else pop culture wise we need to talk about this week?
Yes is the answer. What we always do this. We get off and then I'm like, we never talked about this, or this, or this, or the other stuff. Jordan, how are you up to date on Gen V or a couple more episodes?
Did an episode drop? And the last thing I saw was them in
Another
the bout.
one.
The bout was the last thing, right? Or did I miss something? Like them fighting each other, the villain versus hero was the last thing I saw.
I think I'm not caught up then, because I think this was it really another episode? What the fuck? When do these drop? Because they said Wednesdays, and I swear they're always out before Wednesday.
I just whenever my TV tells me that something's new, I click the button.
So the last thing I saw, I'm very worried if I'm ahead of Jasmine, actually. The last thing I saw was they were kidnapped but escaping.
What?
You talking about Gen V, right? The teenagers and the boys? I'm talking to Jasmine because Jasmine sounds like she's confused.
The last thing that I saw was when Bloodbender versus Genderbender.
Okay, yeah, there's been another episode since then.
Oh, then I'm behind. I'm behind one then.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You were behind all of you. You were like heroes and villains. I was like, has there been a showdown about?
No. That was
has Homelander popped up?
Right.
2 movies. We need to talk 3 movies technically.
All right, let's run them through because we're getting at the end.
Request. Yes. We got the full trailer for Frankenstein.
We did. And oh my god, on that subject, I fucking haven't watched it. I haven't watched the trailer, so I have no comments. But I'm just really excited for that movie. I just got an email saying that the second trailer for Baloney just dropped. So I'm very excited. Emma Stone's new movie, Baloney.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that just dropped, so we can watch that immediately after this. But what are your other 2?
Do we think Smashing Machine gets Rock the recognition he thinks he deserves?
I just literally saw an article saying that it's gonna be the biggest flop Dwayne Johnson has ever had.
I feel so bad because it's like apparently this is like the one where it's like it's that whole issue of as much as people give him shit, it's like as soon as he finally does what everybody says, stop just playing yourself. As soon as he does it, nobody wouldn't supported it,
I don't even remember seeing like advertisements for it.
There was not a lot of promo, to be perfectly honest, in my opinion, either. Which again,
like there were no influencer
if it was a usual
events,
Dwayne Johnson,
I don't remember seeing.
There
anything.
wasn't. Like I'm seeing all this influencer press, but like it was very private though. Oh, okay.
Over at Canal Street, but it wasn't like a huge thing. So they did a 2000s themed arcade over in Canal Street, and like it was open Friday and Saturday last week. And you can go play video games, have fun. But
that's not an influencer event.
That was the only thing they gave for that for the most part. It wasn't a screen. The only screening that I know of was a silent screening they had, and then what they had in Cannes, I think it was, or wherever they were for the movie.
See, that makes me worry that the movie was set up to fail a little bit because, like, this is like again. Everyone's always like, oh, I really wish Dwayne wouldn't play himself. But then like the movie where he finally like doesn't, they didn't like the marketing doesn't feel like it was there. Because the most I've seen is a lot of our UK friends interviews coming out right now for it. But I didn't see like, a screening. I understand that your event like was for it. But why would that not include some type of like screening so people can see it, talk about it, review
or
it?
Or an actor interview or a press junket, like something that's going to help push the buzz for this. There was nothing.
About last night and today, really kind of diving in with him and Emily, discussing their characters and like, her seeing Dwayne.
I saw some big ones for like some big news outlets, but I'm talking on the micro scale, like influencers.
Well, it was, I believe, influencer that did the interview. I'll look. I'll
okay, yeah, send it to me if you find it. What's the last movie?
So, Wicked. We haven't recorded since the trailer came out. What do we think? Oh, Jasmine does not seem happy.
It's not that.
Well, it's okay. Minus the conversation we had earlier of that thing, but
no, I'm completely minusing that. We're beyond that now. my problem, it's not even a problem. It's as a theater kid who grew up watching Wicked, I already know. And the trailer gave me what I already know, but it's 2.5 hours long. So I'm excited for the movie. I'm not excited for the trailer. Like the trailer.
I shouldn't say enjoy. I'm happy they decided not to do a Dorothy face.
The movie's not about Dorothy.
Correct, but I was worried, like, who are they going to get? And then that person's going to be like, "Oh my God, she's Dorothy. She's Dorothy. When are we going to get the Wizard of Oz movie?" Blah 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 blah. And it's like
nobody wants the Wizard of Oz movie. We want the Son of the Witch. That's what we want.
Yes. Wait, I'm sorry. One more time. What? Who?
I can't.
Son of a witch.
We want the son of a witch, because that's the next. Witch. That's the Gregory. What is his name? I just had it. Great, whatever. The author.
Somebody.
Well, the author of Wicked. That is the next thing. Like the next book is Son of a Witch, or Son of the Witch, I think is what it is.
Son of the Witch. Son of the Witch.
Go ahead, keep going, because
No, that's it. So yeah, I know that, like, out of the three of us, I am supposed to be the one that's like,
no, I am.
I'm not.
And how excited are we for? I'm sorry, I have to blow this up to read it. Give me a second.
Old man problems.
Your bifocals.
Yikes!
Of the 7 kingdoms, we gotta.
Yeah, they did.
I just saw.
Game of Thrones spin-off.
Yeah, not as great as I want the Jon Snow first, but I mean, this is fine, I guess. We'll just keep pumping out.
He's a bastard.
We just keep pumping out everything except the things they tell us that we're gonna get. Like I mean, you know,
George still ain't finished the actual Game of Thrones book.
No, I am excited though, because I think this year we're also getting House of the Dragon again. So I think that's also coming back.
No, it's 2026, but still, it's soon.
Yeah, because Millie's got 2 projects coming out. She's got Supergirl and she's got House.
She's about to be rolling in dough.
Oh, she's HBO money, absolutely. Especially coming back for season 2 HBO money. Woo, get that bag. But my thing is like, no, that's it. I guess I keep comparing Millie and Mason Thames in that Millie's got 2 very big projects, whereas Mason is like collecting all of these like little ones. But who do you think is more successful?
Well, my options, Millie and who?
Millie and Mason Thames. So you've got
Mason Thames plays the older.
Millie, just solidly Millie, because Supergirl. Okay,
it's that IP.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Sure.
Depends on how it goes. I think if Supergirl, if James Gunn goes 3 for 3 with Supergirl, I think if
she'll
she
be more of a household name than How to Train Your
Dragon. If she delivers the way that he sounds like he believes that she will deliver, then yeah, I think that she will shoot into household name trajectory at that point.
Okay.
I think she's okay. I was about to be like, did she accidentally unplug her mic?
I was like, was there never a plug in the mic?
No. She found it. She found it.
Plug in the mic. Jasmine, tell me the truth. That I knew it. She grabbed that and looked at it, and there was never a plug.
No, there was.
Oh.
There was.
Oh, okay.
So real quick, just a little fact check before we leave. So obviously, F1 did fantastic this year. It was a great movie. Loved it. It did $626 million, right? Worldwide. How to Train Your Dragon, $635 million. Quietly. I think that was very quiet, 630. Do you know what's beaten both of those, actually?
Demon Slayer.
42 million. It's almost not $1 billion. Highest grossing movie.
Oh, also, speaking of which, I don't like the Wayans brothers. I've never been a fan of their film.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Oh, guys. He wasn't being that mean.
It was a really disrespectful thing to say. You can joke about it all the time, but like, here's the thing. I'm not even talking about anime at this point. I'm talking about creators, and I'm talking about directors, and I'm talking about animators. I'm talking about people that put their whole fucking ussy into this, and at no point did they think that movie was going to break records. They made a movie because of the fans and because the people that they care about. And so now you've got this big time Hollywood actor director, huge family in the industry, American industry, coming out and saying fuck anime and fuck Demon Slayer for beating my horror football movie. It's just fucked up. Like, there is nothing that you can say, Jordan, that's going to make that okay. Whether it was a joke or not, it was just cruel for no reason.
I just didn't think he sounded like an old head to me. That just sounded like my dad like not understanding what he's talking about. That's why like I just feel like I didn't realize it escalated to these heights until a homie of mine who's in anime who I know knows nothing about S&G and anything like that posted about this, and I was like, oh, is this clip really circulating? Because when he said it, it just sounded like a, man, fuck that movie. It came out, I didn't even think about it. It came out the same weekend as ours, and like it's beating it. Like I didn't think that it was
we have
that
to
serious.
correct these old heads because what they say.
Well, that's what
carries
Tyreek
weight.
did. That's what Tyreek did when he. Did you see the full context?
I watched the full clip of him on the sly as a joke, being like, "Hey man, you can't really say that. Like, ha ha ha, you can't." Like,
no, but if you watch the actual podcast, he was just like, "No, you got to put respect on anime. Like the fans of anime, like go hard for anime. You got to chill. Like I know you just be talking. First of all, again, doesn't excuse it. Homeboy's old. He don't really know nothing. It came out the same weekend. It's not like again, if he knew how big Demon Slayer was, he probably would have picked a different weekend to come out. And then also, he was drunk.
Again, you're just that's not any better. So at this point, like I do think I wish he would. I know it's not gonna because as you say, he's an old head. He doesn't care. It would have been nice for him to have corrected himself publicly and like addressed it, or even like set out a statement of like, you know, congrats Demon Slayer, like yeah, you beat me, it's okay, but try harder in the next. It was very disrespectful, and I, not even as anime but as creators, like I would love for foreign countries, especially in Trump's world where like anything foreign is going to be tariffed and taxed 100%. Like that fucking sucks. And so they're already at a disadvantage. And now we've got Americans saying, fuck you guys for not letting my shit win. Like it's just childish. It's not cute. And I do think that it carries weight. And so
the deeper you dive into it, I hear it. When I heard it, it's just, and this is just, it's just me. If fuck,
it's
I'm
the
trying to think of
it all. It's the Peacemaker. You didn't see the
I'm trying
mural.
to. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a smaller, but it's like Marvel isn't a great example because like he would probably know Marvel. But it's like if he came out the same weekend as
Barbie,
if he came out the same weekend as Barbie, not realizing like everybody today is really fucking with Barbie like that, and he was just like, fuck Barbie, that shit came out the same weekend. Like
and we would be like, how dare you say that about women? This movie was made for women. It's the same shit. Fair. It's the same shit, you know. Anyway,
I just thought he sounded salty.
Quiet though. Yeah, he sounded salty.
You guys are having your conversation over it.
We are having a conversation. Why you do that?
Adam's like, I just wanted y'all to know Demon Slayer won. I wasn't really trying to have a conversation about.
No, he did say he wanted to bring that up.
Here's my problem. I don't disagree with what Jasmine is saying, that it is important to still appreciate the art that is being made by other people. But I agree with Jordan on the other side of like, he was saying something because it was his week. Like he was just like, haha, funny. Like it was our week. We came out at the same time, whatever. But also, were we not just trashing Tron and sitting there shitting on it for like a half hour to basically tell people don't go see that shit because it's not worth your
I said don't go see it. But I actually plan on.
Does that not do the same thing?
No. No, I don't think so. And the reason why I say that is because we don't have a huge platform. And at the end of the day, we are still going to go and see it. It's not like, because he had never watched anime. He's never watched Demon Slayer.
It's the place of ignorance with which he said it. That's where I can get with you.
I'm coming off a base of, I watched 2 trailers and I don't think this looks good. That is what I am talking about. Am I still going to go and watch it? Absolutely. And then I can give you my full report after. So it is different. This is someone who, as you've claimed, doesn't watch anime, doesn't know anything about it, has no credence, and his only reason for not enjoying it is because it beat out his movie. That is a completely different scenario. I 100% agree. And I don't think that is an appropriate place to come from judgment. So yeah.
At the very least, the guy's podcast that he was on where he said it, they are big anime heads, so that's why they were like, bro, like what? Because they were like, we know we saw him, but Demon Slayer is a movie, bro. They were like, sorry, like it did numbers for a reason. So yeah, I'm glad we ended on Demon Slayer because yeah, that's a sleeper one. And if you actually tune in this clip on the podcast, there might be some videos at New York Comic Con that involve movies and grossing. And yeah, Demon Slayer was in there as a sneak for some of the rankings and shit that I was looking up and researching. I was like, oh, because I'm talking from when I researched 2 weeks ago getting this list together, and I was double checking them, and it was like 3 of these movies you had in here are out because Demon Slayer.
And I know you guys are heading to New York Comic Con. Make sure you go and watch the Chainsaw Man movie that's going to be dropping. They're doing a exclusive sneak at Comic Con, so make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah, I gotta message somebody about that stuff.
Yeah,
Anyways,
sorry guys, your plug is not going to
Thank
be
you, everybody.
there.
No, you're good. You're good.
Alrighty, friends.
Thank you,
until
everybody,
next
for
time.
tuning in.
Hasta pasta.
Bye.